a week of formal dinners with endless toasts and blessings. So we haul a trunk full of gifts across the Texas prairie and simply return to our regular school schedule, arriving just in time to register for the new semester. We park behind Levy's apartment complex, beneath a wild, laden fig tree. "Come on in," Levy says at the door to his apartment. His arms are full, but he manages to unlock the door, then walks in ahead of me. I'm breathing a little hard from my load, but I stop at the threshold to survey the place. Avocado shag carpeting, orange vinyl curtains, a threadbare sofa that, even from here, smells of cigarettes, and Levy doesn't smoke. "I'll need my own key," I say. Other than student-grade rental furniture, the apartment doesn't look occupied. Walls and counters are bare. But it's clean, basically, and once I arrange wedding dishes, fresh towels in the bathroom and kitchen, gift art on the walls, once I empty my single suitcase and settle my clothing into the one empty dresser drawer and hang a line of skirts in the closet above Levy's jeans, the place feels a little more like home. I put my cello in the corner, near the bed. For Levy to touch me when I'm bleeding is to touch contagious spiritual death that only a mikveh can purify. Over the next 11 days, there is no one to chaperone us, but we are careful not to touch, spurred on by Hasidic fear of my blood and its mysteries. We know some would gauge us primitive or irrational, but we think of our fear as spiritual, more elevated than simple logic. Ours, we tell ourselves, is holy fear, not of fluids, but of God and His Word, the law. Our first morning in Austin, Levy reaches into a cabinet over my head for a plate in the tiny kitchen. There's the brush of his clothing against mine, the whiff of his intake of breath, the smell of his clean body. We both draw back, apologizing. One day soon after, alone in the apartment, I pick my way into the cluttered second bedroom to survey what Levy calls his office. I'm thinking of the night that he proposed. "I want a room for my music," I said to his shadowy form. "I'd like that," he said then, giving me such hope. But this is the only extra room we have. The bookcases are filled with Levy's books, and there are many more on the floor in teetering stacks, among other stacks of folders and loose stuff and boxes from some move long ago. I pick my way around an old tennis shoe on its side and a racket for racquetball, black tape unstuck and hanging from the handle, a box of recordings for a reel-to-reel, a pair of torn jeans, a baseball hat. There's an oversized desk against the wall, covered with papers, dusty notebooks, folders, boxes of cheap pens. The things my mother collected filled my childhood. Dozens of unused cans of tuna fish, empty cans from tuna fish, glass bottles, always good for something, yesterday's newspaper and today's, books and plants, and tubes of hand cream and face cream, and leg cream and eye cream, and lipstick and foundation, and eye powders in blues and browns. She bought all of the newest offerings from the Avon lady, and filled the bathroom counters, cabinets, and drawers to overflowing with bottles in different shapes that she admired. She collected magazines and junk mail, which wasn't really junk, and dishes from the latest grocery store offering, and empty packages and parts and pieces of things, because she said she will need them. And shoes and pants and dresses and coats. And purses. She likes purses. Dozens of purses. Piles of purses. Tubes of paint and canvases and portfolios and dozens of brushes for her painting. I was surrounded by her stacks and collections and piles. Even as a small child, I knew rules. I was not to move her things, or she would wave her arms and shout. I was not to say, "Throw out," or she would launch into scathing criticism of my character.